Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on MNB World's News Mongolia, where we bring you the latest updates and stories from across the nation and beyond. I am Batsirin Namshar. Our top stories for News Mongolia. Mongolia will focus on the implementation of Sustainable Development Goals. Inspire Me Festival of British Education and Culture held on September 23rd and 24th. The initial meeting of the Mongolian Society of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery was successfully organized. For the news, stay tuned. The Mongolian delegation, led by the President of Mongolia, Thoracic, attended the United Nations General Assembly held in New York. Mongolian National Broadcaster's reporter talked to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Thoracic, on Mongolia's commitment to the 2030 agenda.
Mongolian President Thoracic is attending the United Nations General Assembly for the third time on behalf of Mongolia. Every year we discuss specific proposals regarding the measures taken by the government of Mongolia and how the obligations and commitments to the international community are being implemented. This year, the 78th United Nations General Assembly had a long discussion regarding issues related to the Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals program was approved in 2015. Although 8 years have passed since then, many problems still persist. Those problems include the war in Ukraine, COVID-19 global pandemic, and the economic crisis in all countries. In this situation, due to difficult financial situation, the Sustainable Development Goals haven't yet been reached in most of the countries. The SDGs should be achieved by 2030. However, it is a daunting challenge whether these goals can be achieved within the next 7 years. Furthermore, we should pay attention on how we can implement our Sustainable Development Goals, improve our financing mechanisms, how we can cooperate with other countries and support developing countries, and therefore a call was made for taking more powerful and faster measures over the next 7 years to successfully complete implementing the Sustainable Development Goals.
The 5th Inspire Me Festival, a British education and cultural day for young people, was held on September 23rd and 24th at the National Amusement Park's White Rock Center.
This year's event was organized as part of the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the United Kingdom and Mongolia, and it was the first to take place after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID-19 pandemic. Mongolia and the United Kingdom have been cooperating in education for decades. This year's festival was supported and organized by Kaplan, the British School of Ulaanbaatar, the English School of Mongolia, and other British educational institutions in Mongolia.
Well, thank you very much for being here. The British Embassy is hosting the Inspire Me 2023 Education Festival this year. It's a great opportunity for young Mongolians to come and hear about what education opportunities there are. Obviously, we're talking a lot about the opportunities in the UK, but we're also really hoping that young Mongolians coming today will get a bit of a taste of what opportunities are out there for them. So, yeah, we're excited to welcome everyone.
During the 2-day festival, participants received information from experts about scholarship programs, taking the IELTS test, British visas, English language training, and the UK government's Turing Scholarship Program. Guests also attended interesting free seminars and lectures throughout the weekend.
We've got actually a wide range of institutions. So we've got a number of universities, we've got a number of schools, but we've also got people who are sharing their story, including a number of Mongolians who are kind enough to come and talk about the choices that they made, some of the education opportunities that they had in Mongolia, in the UK. And so we think it's a really great example of our partnership.
One of the Inspire Me Festival's featured speakers was Linda Cruz, an international humanitarian leadership expert, speaker, author, and founder of the Race for Good student leadership program. She is known as one of the world's most influential women who are changing the world.
The first joint conference of the Korean Society for Thoracic and Cardiac Surgery, the Mongolian Society of Cardiologists, and the Mongolian Society of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery was successfully organized at the 3rd State General Hospital. This collaborative milestone signifies a major stride in global efforts to advance cardiovascular and thoracic care.
The 21st National Cardiovascular Conference, held on the 22nd and 23rd of September 2023, brought together a substantial assembly of medical experts from 21 provinces covering 330 SOMs, family hospitals, as well as both second and third level hospitals across Mongolia. This conference played a pivotal role in facilitating the exchange of clinical research through analysis and critical information, underscoring its importance in advancing cardiovascular care at national level. The conference is organized as a special section of the Mongolian Society of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery, and the conference was held online and in the hall.
It has been about 55 years since the first heart surgery was performed in Mongolia. Today we are discussing what has been accomplished during that period and what will be achieved in future cooperation. Another significant event today is the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the Korean Society of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery. Through the establishment of this agreement, doctors aim to enhance their professional knowledge, exchange experiences, and broaden their scope of activities. Currently, heart surgery is only performed at the 3rd State Central Hospital and at UB Songdo Hospital. In the future, we plan to expand the number of hospitals capable of performing heart surgeries. There are 26 incurable diseases in Mongolia, with 5 of them being cardiovascular diseases. We aim to establish a regular protocol for successfully conducting surgery for these 5 diseases and also to introduce heart transplants in Mongolia.
Since this year, the government of Mongolia and the Ministry of Health have been paying more attention to the localization of organ transplants, including heart transplants, so the Mongolian Society of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery is working to localize organ transplants by implementing international guidelines.
Our society was founded in the year 1968, and at that time the regular member was only the 78, and about 55 years later our members are currently more than 1,500 members so far. I hope the connection and the communication between the Korean society and Mongolian society will be continued, and hope the wonderful and respectful and prospective future.
Within this framework, the Mongolian Society of Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery and the Korean Society for Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery signed the Memorandum of Understanding on September 22, 2023. By signing this agreement, it will be possible to keep pace with developed countries, empower doctors, and perform surgery in our country that could not be performed in Mongolia before.
First of all, we need to know each other, because for the good collaboration, we need more information about the situation of the both countries, the medical needs, or some kind of co-work with the doctors and the patients, and also the nurses and all paramedicals to know each other. We need some kind of co-program, including the annual meeting or symposium or seminar for every part of our cardiac surgical field, including the congenital cardiac surgery and adult cardiac surgery. And now we have many experience with the intensive care and the ECMO and so forth. So we need more sophisticated small programs, including this scientific meeting and some kind of interrelationship fellowship program or training program, and so forth.
During this inaugural session, distinguished guests graced the event as speakers. Kyung Hwang Kim, CEO of the Korean Society for Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery, Chung Lim, Professor of the Department of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery, Chung Hwa Choi, General Secretary, along with other esteemed members, shared their wealth of experience and knowledge. Additionally, In Kyu Park, Director of the Legislative Ethics Committee within the Korean Society for Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery, provided valuable insights during this informative gathering.
In a bid to promote economic growth and bolster the mining industry, the inaugural Copper Festival took place in Orkhon Province from September 22nd to 23rd. The event was organized by 5 major mining companies, including state-owned enterprise Irtnut Mining Corporation, and marked a significant milestone in the region's efforts to attract mining business and tourism.
The festival showcased the rich copper mining heritage of Orkhon Province and saw enthusiastic participation from the local community and businesses. It featured a wide range of activities, including mine tours, cultural exhibitions, and entertainment.
As we were advised that every region and province should have its own unique characteristics, we are organizing the Copper Festival for the years to visit Mongolia.
Irtnut Mining Corporation, one of Mongolia's leading mining companies, played a pivotal role in organizing the event. Company representatives expressed their commitment to supporting the local economy and fostering a vibrant mining community in the region.
The festival allows visitors to learn more about the extraction of precious metals, how they are used and processed, and what steps they take to become finished products.
Local businesses showcased the mining-related products and services during the festival. Visitors learned about cutting-edge mining technology, machinery, and equipment while learning about copper mining's significance for the regional economy. With the success of the first Copper Festival, festival organizers are committed to making it an annual event. They hope that over time it will become a regular attraction for those interested in Mongolia's mining industry. The festival's long-term goal is to make Orkhon Province a hub for business, innovation, and tourism, while also raising awareness about responsible mining practices and environmental sustainability.
Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you on Tuesday with more news and updates. Goodbye.